boys. Hey there, son. Welcome to another little bit of a hot video. Today we're using a little bit of a different format. As you can see, I'm not in the usual Pigcake studio, aka my shitty apartment. Today we're actually on a little bit of a mission. We're on laptop hunt, 2K17. We're with UME, Daniel, UME, Dizzle. You're appropriating on cultures, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we got some pizza here from Frankie's Pizza. I think this is one of the OG pizza places in Miami, right? 1955. I think it says it right here. It says it right here, famous. You're gonna see a little bit of B-roll here. One thing that's weird about this place, though, I don't know if this is normal. They also double up as a U-Haul rental service. I don't know if that's normal. So today we're on a little bit of a mission. We have a couple different announcements. If you guys were watching that live stream, we have a couple of different things that we're doing, and well, let's just get through it as we do it. So hey there friends and family. If you guys watched the live stream, all right, from I would say yesterday, I don't know what day it was, but if you watched it, you would know that me and your boy Daniel, we announced a little bit of a hot giveaway, a little bit of a hot contest. But it's a contest you're gonna work for. It's not necessarily one of these contests where, oh hey, all you gotta do is leave a comment. No, you gotta work for this one. We're giving away a half brick of the Piggy's Picks for budget decks. We're gonna away 6 decks of playing cards to the person that comes up and designs the greatest logo for our podcast. The podcast, which will be titled Ham Radio, boy. Now, Ham Radio, all right, it's a great name. On top of that, somebody suggested it on Instagram. Among others were Pigcast, you know, things related to swine. But Ham Radio, it's the best one. So we're gonna announce the winner, I would say, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah, in a couple weeks we'll announce the winners, and the submissions are going to go on Instagram. So either tag me or Daniel, me Pigcake69 or Daniel UME.playingcards on Instagram for your chance to win that hot brick. Best designed logo, best logo in general. Not only is it going to be the one we're going to use, but also it's going to be the one that gets you some cards. I think that's a good trade-off.
That's a great trade-off.
I think that's a phenomenal trade-off. So we're going to cut some B-roll as to driving the highway, as well as
avoiding death.
Yeah, avoiding death, and going to Best Buy. We're going to Best Buy. So here we go. All right, okay. There you go. Hey boy, we just got out of Best Buy, and see, I was looking for some filters for this particular camera, which is a DJ Osmo Pocket, and it turns out the only set of filters they have is about 80 bucks. And you know who's not about to drop 80 bucks on filters? This guy. Well, Mexicans, yeah. But I did end up getting a fan for the laptop in case that might help out. That's how ghetto we are, by the way. That's kind of the ghetto operation we're running here, because doing a live stream, unfortunately, the stream kept bogging up, and it wasn't the internet, it wasn't anything other than the fact that the laptop has a cooling system designed by a Vietnamese monkey. So unfortunately, I think we need to have a fan aimed at the computer to kind of dissipate the heat, so that way it prevents that thing from overheating. I mean, listen, it's chugging along, all right? It's working hard. It's working harder than Amy Schumer's pants, all right? That's hey, I still got it, bro. However, there were a couple of things I did want to announce here. I am going to have a little bit of a hot tutorial in a few, but one thing that I did mention on the stream that I want to mention on an actual video is I'm committing it. I'm setting it up for when I reach 100K subscribers, your boy's going to do a face reveal. So your boy's going to do a face reveal at 100K subscribers.
100K in American or Canadian?
Well, okay, that's why I have the channel. That's why I have the channel. That's why. So when I reach 100K subscribers on YouTube, all right, that's when I'm going to do a little bit of a face reveal. I know, all right, I wanted to keep some sort of arbitrary inherent mystery in it. I wanted to, you know, oh no, I like the fact that you don't see my face. I get it, but at the same time, it's a little bit hard to gain sponsorships when people don't see your face. It's a little bit hard to get brand deals and a little bit extra harder to do certain things that I want to do on the channel without showing this. I'm committing it to a video. And anything else before I cut to B-roll?
No.
Spade and neuter your pets. Hey boys. Now we're back in the studio here. We're back in Pigcake Studios live and in in complete sadness to be honest. But I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a hot card trick, a little bit of a hot and heavy one. We're gonna be using these aviator decks of playing cards, an aviator deck rather. This is a singular deck, singular. So for this, it's a very simple thing we're gonna do, and it's a little bit of a hot Ed Marlowe move, to be honest. It's gonna be one of these Edward Marlowe's, one of those great magicians from the 60s. He's dead now, but he came up with a bunch of fun stuff, and this is one of those things that he came up with. So for this, we're gonna need 2 jokers in particular. We're gonna put this right there. I'm gonna put it in my little sleeve holster there. You can see that there's nothing between them. There's something behind it. It's a club behind it. You get it? It's because it has a penis. My penis is a club. So the spectators pick cards. Here we're gonna do it for 3 spectators. So this person in particular, let's say they happen to touch the 6 of hearts. You guys are gonna have to remember that for me. So that's one of them. The 6 of hearts is touched by one spectator. Another spectator, let's say he or she happens to touch the ace of spades. That gets lost somewhere in the middle of the deck. And the last spectator, he's uncertain, but he's definitely sure of the fact that he's thinking of the 2 of spades. All those cards are lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, never to be seen. The cards are thoroughly shuffled and mixed by you, of course, because you need to control them. But here we're gonna show the fact that there's nothing between the jokers. Some people think that maybe the jokers are gimmicked, or there's something there that's like, I don't know, some sort of adhesive, but that's not the way I work. I work with ordinary, ungimmicked props. So here, look, if we just touch the 2 jokers together, by the process of static energy and osmosis, through the process of osmosis, we notice that we have 1 card that's magically appeared between the jokers. We're gonna put this card temporarily in the cock piece there. And I wanna show you that, look, right there, once again, no cards between the jokers, nothing there whatsoever. But watch, look, if we just touch them, a little bit of a rub, we get 1 card again magically appearing between the jokers. I'm gonna put it here again, right next to my my piece here. We're gonna do this a little bit more visually. Some people like to do it visually. This time I'll just rub. You notice that if I rub them hard enough, a card actually appears right there between the jokers, and that happens to be the 6 of hearts. And then if we look at this card, that's the ace of spades, and the last spectator's card, the 2 of spades. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, bitch. So for this, we're taking advantage of a little bit of an Edward Marlowe advanced load, an advanced load. No, don't get your demonetization buttons ready. It's a move where you are using the misdirection of 1 sandwich card. So in this case, we're sandwiching 1 card, we snap our fingers or whatever magic motion. That misdirection from that particular card, right? Let's say we loaded this card to load another one, boy. You see that? You probably didn't even pay attention to that. You were probably fooled. If you were fooled, do me a favor and comment below on what your biggest regret in life is. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of an advanced sandwich load technique to facilitate this. So for this, we're gonna take 2 jokers out. We're gonna place it right there, very importantly, between your penis and your pants. And then you were gonna have somebody touch 3 cards. So in this case, we're gonna have 3 different participants touch 3 different cards, and we're gonna control them to the top of the deck. So all I did there was I squared up the cards, put my pinky in there. I'm not gonna make any sort of sexual joke here, but the pinky's there. I just do the Mahatma control to control that card directly to the top of the deck. If you don't know what the Mahatma control is, well then maybe you should join the Pigcake Magic Academy, where you could learn 2 different things every week, 2 different uploads every single week, going over card and coin stuff. We have over 170 videos already there, ready for you to watch the moment you sign up for only $5 a month. And as a bonus, you get access to the piggybacker videos. They're only paying $1 a month, but they already have over 250 specific special tutorials that are exclusive to Patreon that you get access to for joining the Academy. What? I'm so excited. Put those back there. Okay, so now you're controlling the card to the top of the deck, and then you're going to subsequently have 2 other cards picked and controlled as well on top of the card that's already controlled. So the way I do that, after I control this card to the top of the deck, I have another spectator touch a card. In this case, let's say touch this one over here. I'm going to do a one-handed cut right there, a little bit of a one-handed cut. And if you notice, this card is going to be the original top card. So I'm going to place this card back here, right? Apparently putting it inside the deck, but really I'm going to press down on it. By pressing down and pushing in, you notice that my pinky could go inside of there. My pinky could go inside in there. And now I'm ready to control that card in whatever way I want, such as, again, the aforementioned Mahatma control. We're going to have one last card picked, one last card touched, and that's going to be controlled to the top in the exact same way. Look how fair that looks like from the front. It just looks like you're squaring that card up, you're spreading the cards. There's no control whatsoever, but we know better than that. So all those 3 cards are controlled to the top of the deck. You're going to take the jokers out, and that's going to be your misdirection. All while the attention is on your piece, right? While the attention is on your piece, you're going to get a break below the top card on top of the deck. You're going to get it right there. You see that? I'm just doing this little buckle move because some people don't like it when I push it off and bring it back. Xavier Spade, come fight me. But I'm using a little bit of a buckle technique to get that. As I'm showing the jokers and saying, see, the jokers actually have a very magical property in that they could use static energy to attract cards. Unfortunately, I can't do the same with women. So you're going to do the classic sandwich load. Right now, you're putting the jokers on top of the deck. You're going to lift up all 3 cards. So we're lifting up this card. We're going to use our thumb to place this card and slide it off on top of the deck at the same time that we're holding onto a double here. So we're holding onto 2 cards as one. So now we're just going to talk about static energy. We're going to take this joker and hold it temporarily here so we could get another break. That's the misdirection here. We're talking about static energy. We've already loaded 1 card, and we're going to use this opportunity to get another break here. We're going to square everything up and say, look, if I just square them together and just give it a sec, you see it? Look, it happened. Now at this point, here's where we get into the Marlowe advanced sandwich loading technique. We're going to lift up all 4 cards because remember, you have a break now underneath 4 cards. So we're going to lift up all 4 cards as 3. We're going to slide the joker off. There's going to be a card here, which they're going to notice is a brand new little bit of an appearance, son. That's called magic. Take a moment for them to appreciate this. And we're look, 1 card has appeared between the jokers there. And of course, at this point, I've been very careful to retain my break underneath that joker, right? I've been very careful to obtain that break and keep it there. So now when I take this next card, I'm doing it out jogged. And then this, remember, is a double. It's a double, and they don't know that. So now I could just place this double on top of the deck, take this card out and go, see, 1 card has magically appeared between the jokers. I know what you're saying, do it again, and I'll do it again for you. I'm gonna place this card temporarily down, either on your Panasia area or on a table. It's up to you. Remember, you've obtained a break and you kept it. So now you can lift up all these 3 cards as 2, slide this joker to the left, and show the fact that, again, there's nothing between the jokers. You don't want to draw explicit attention to this and go, look, there's nothing between the jokers, but you want to lift this up and say, I'll tell you what, I'll do it again. And now in that misdirection, I'm getting my break in preparation for the final load. I'm going to load all over this. So this is where I finally load all over these jokers. So one more time, we're going to repeat the exact same action as before. Oh, look, you see it happened. Lift up 4 cards, slide up the joker. You don't need to retain a break this time, although it is optional for the little bit of a sequence that we're going to do at the end to bring the last card into play. You're going to slide this card off, much like before. Place this joker, which remember is a double, on top, and say, look, another one through the power of static energy, the power and magic of static energy. I'll tell you what, we'll do this one last time, but this time visually. So this time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift these 3 cards up. I'm going to slide this joker on top of the deck, and now I'm going to regrip because I'm going to do a little bit of a pop-up production. This is something that I've done previously in a routine where, let me see if I remember the setup correctly, but let's say this card is a spectator's card, right? The 2 of clubs. What you would do is that you would show, you know, the 2 of clubs there between the jokers. You would take this card and say, like, I'll do it again, but this time visually. Like, I'll do it visually. Here we go. See that? And it looks like it looks like TV magic, right? So that's a little pop-up move that came from that particular routine. But all I'm doing there is at this point, I'm regripping. So the joker is on top of the deck this way. My thumb is holding both of those 2 cards. You're gonna hold the card by the middle and you're gonna just extend your middle finger. By extending your middle finger, that card is just gonna shoot out and jut right there and gonna out jog itself. So that's a little bit of an interesting thing. If you do it while holding both jokers, it just looks like that card appears. Now what I'm trying to approximate here is the fact that by rubbing the cards, you see that one card happens to appear just between it and gets caught between the jokers. That's what I'm trying to approximate. Like that card just shot up through the deck and I've caught it between the jokers. At this point, you could turn that over and show that it's in fact the first card. Now you could show the next card being the Ace of Spades, and finally the last card being the 5 of Diamonds. And you have a nice little bit of a hot routine there, son, where you're making advanced use of the Marlowe sandwich load from, I believe, probably Revolutionary Card Magic, I want to guess. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll just take a guess. Probably one of the magazines. I'm going to guess Marlowe Magazine 3, right? Written by his wife, Myrtle Marlowe. She's dead. They're all dead. But that's a little bit of a hot trick. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of a different style, different aesthetic to the video, right? More of a vlog, Casey Neistat, B-roll sort of thing, right? I'm trying to see what works here. Oh boy. So yeah, contest, ham radio, it's happening. Best logo. We're going to use that for the podcast. And also, you're going to win 6 decks of playing cards sent courtesy of United Magicians Emporium. Also, 100K face reveal. Once I reach 100K, I'll show this mug right here. I'll show the face. I'll show the face, 100K. I promise. I'm committing it to a video, and it's happening. So you guys do your best. Try to get me to 100K. All right? We could do it. We could pull together. We could do it as a community. And remember, to always make sure not to cause a scandal in an airplane, because when you land, they're gonna beat the shit out of you.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again. When I see you again, when I see you again.